Hi everyone, Tim Duke here down at Studio 99 Milton, and today I'm going to introduce you to some core strengthening exercises which are a good reintroduction to abdominal bracing and stability after bariatric surgery. So we know that immediately following surgery you're going to need that recovery time, about 4 to 6 weeks to actually recover and heal from the surgery itself, and then you're going to reintroduce daily activities, even some gentle walking, some light cardio, before we start to look at adding in bracing type movements, so either with resistance training or with some core exercises that we're going to look at today. So first off, we're going to look at some different ranges of motion, mostly using just a little rubber band here. So this is we call a TheraBand or an exercise band. You can get these just from Kmart or Rebel Sport, or you can look up online and get them really cheap from somewhere like eBay, something like that, but you're not sure of the quality. So what we're going to do is look at some rotation. So firstly, having your hands straight out in front of you, I've got neutral tension on the band here, and then with my arms straight, my feet are nice and square, I've got a strong base of support. I'm going to try and rotate away from that anchor. So obviously the more tension that you put on the band, the harder it will be. So we want to work through about 15 to 20 repetitions there to build up some fatigue. Then the next variation, so that's working through our obliques and the muscles of our back, through that lateral plane there. We want to try and stabilize in that now. So what I'm going to do is actually put tension onto the band first, keeping my hands close to my chest. This is called a pull-off press. And what we're going to try and do is stretch our arms away. So as your arms get longer, that tension gets tighter. That lever gets a bit longer, and it's going to want to pull you back towards the anchor there. So as I come out, this band wants to snap me back that way. I'm trying to just control that, and you'll feel this brace almost like a diagonal cross along the body as you try and sustain that tension. So again, this one's a nice one to do for time. If you're going for 1 or 2 minutes, trying to build it up, taking it nice and slow, in and out, about 4 or 5 seconds each way on the out and in. So those are your first two. And then the third one, I'm going to unloop this band here. So if you're doing this at home, you can use a door handle, a railing, anything like that. Next bit though, we want to go up high and loop it over the top. So you might use the top of a door for this. And I want you to think about like you're doing a sit up on the floor, but we want to bring our hands in relatively close to your chest. So elbows quite close to the ribs. And then we're going to try and curl forward and build brace and hold. So you'll feel the tummy muscles there. You get quite a lot of work through your triceps in this as well, having to hold that band. If you need to make that easier, we tuck it in closer to the shoulders. Stand yourself up again. So we're working on holding and building up some endurance there. So it's just gently leaning forward. The further you lean over, the more brace you'll get when holding. And then come back up. You can do that for repetition as well, like you're practicing your sit-ups. If you want to make it harder, using a bit more of the body, you can go with straight arms as well. So the important thing there, if you're doing that one, is not to lean into the band. Otherwise, you kind of defeat the purpose and take away those tensions. So have a play with those exercises, remembering that the aim is to build up to some level of fatigue. So it's not super important that you get the repetitions perfect, hitting a number 10 or 20 or whatever it might be. Whatever works for you to find that you're feeling and able to understand that bracing through your tummy muscles and around your trunk to get you feeling strong and stable again.